Galnet News Digest, 24th of January 3305. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, Sag A Station Success. Travellers admit they'd rather not be vaporised. Vitadyne opens Nanomed bidding war. The longest journey continued. Space-time continuum threatened by Wally jumper. Sag A Station Success. Despite a massive underestimate of materials required, the Distant Worlds 2 expedition has delivered everything to allow the top-of-the-range Orbis starport to be constructed near Sagittarius A star, the supermassive black hole at the centre of the galaxy. The company responsible for building the starport, Kirby and Wendy, initially put in an estimate that said they'd need around 750,000 tonnes of raw materials to build a starport. However, you can never trust a builder, not even one that bakes rather good banana bread. And when they started construction, they found they needed 3 million tonnes to do a proper job. It sounded like an impossible task, but more than 5,000 members of the exploration community delivered, in just a fraction over 6 days, leaving nearly a day to spare. Expectations are now high that the Orbis will feature a 4-kilometre luxury habitation ring, offering well-heeled visitors a full 1G environment for their hotel and extensive gift shop, as well as a smaller 2-kilometre ring to house the research lab. Void opals and ice diamonds are expected to feature heavily in the interior. The station still needs to be provisioned with facilities such as outfitting and a shipyard. This will be addressed in a few weeks, when the station is nearing structural completion. Travellers admit they'd rather not be vaporised. The strange case of the Marie Celeste-like disappearance of actor Consuela Knight and her crew on the 10th of January have had a significant impact on the galactic travel business, according to industry insiders, with both luxury yacht manufacturers such as Saud Kruger and tour companies like Astrogator hit by a sudden drop in demand. Knight and her crew vanished without trace, apparently while her yacht was traversing a hyperspace conduit. Who or what snatched or vaporised them while leaving their ship entirely untouched is unclear, but the public appears to feel that it would prefer not to find out firsthand. A memorial service is planned for Knight to celebrate her work in the holovid industry. Vitadyne opens Nanomed bidding war. Following the IHO ruling that it's free to market the Nanomed technology it stole from Utopia, Vitadyne Labs has opened a bidding war between the two largest pharmaceutical conglomerates in the galaxy for the right to manufacture and distribute the wonder drug. The candidates are the Federation's Vandermeer Corporation and the alliance-based Neomedical Industries, which also distributes to Independent Systems. The Empire has no one pharmaceutical company able to compete with the big two, and is in any case too busy putting down rebellions to worry about the secret to health, happiness, and a longer life. The bidding process is expected to last a week. The longest journey continued. A small group of fuel rats led by Commander Highway Warrior is continuing to supercruise towards their furthest ever client, the stranded Commander Diluvian Rays Cruise, who ran out of fuel 142 light-years on the far side of Semitus Beacon, the furthest star in the galaxy from Sol. This is a silly place to be, reflecting the apparently common desire to be the most distant commander ever. The rescue is likely to take at least another 2 weeks in supercruise. The fuel rats have been considering permanently positioning a small fleet of tankers at Semitus Beacon, but are concerned that this might encourage other commanders to run out of fuel there. A single rescue that takes 5 fuel rats more than a month to complete is a significant drain on rodent resources. The record for the furthest travelled into the void is held by Kenneth McGrew, who travelled more than 157 light-years in supercruise over 28 days before returning safely without the need for any fuel rats at all. Space-time continuum threatened by a Wally jumper. A rogue commander has been criticised for putting the galaxy at risk by performing impossible hyperspace jumps. The commander is reported to have tampered with his fuel tank to create a sidewinder capable of traversing more than 700 light-years in a single jump. However, the Pilots Federation has warned that such excessively long jumps risk ripping apart the space-time continuum, and that they will take action against any commander attempting this deadly feat. This is not an idle threat, and without a pilot's license, commanders could be permanently grounded. There is some speculation that holes in the fabric of space may have been what allowed the Thargoids into our galaxy in the first place. And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news, so you don't have to.